Don't all coaches like hot weather for practice?
Sometimes. It's a little too hot today, but that's good for the board.
You find out something about players in hot weather?
No doubt. No doubt. You see, this is mental toughness when you got to go practice. 21 periods in that. And so it's good, though, toughen our guys up a little bit.
What was your kind of, I wouldn't say angle, but when you approached Sean Brown and you talked about his long-term future? Obviously, I'm sure he dreamed of being an NFL safety a year ago. Now the dream is to be an NFL outside linebacker. What was kind of like the approach with that?
Well, it's kind of an easy sell, as productive as we've had a linebacker over the last couple of years. And Sean's a great football player. He's smart. And with his old position at free safety, he knows what we're doing at linebacker. He's tied into us. So it was an easy transition for him to make the move. And how can you argue or, fight back on when you say, hey, look what Peyton Wilson just did. Now, I'm not comparing him to Peyton. That's not fair to Sean. But, he's got ability to make a lot of plays. He can run. And, looking forward to watching him grow as a linebacker over the next couple of weeks at camp.
You would have a past history with Kerry Martin, but what was it also with Carter and Kaufman that, made you know that this was needed for the defense?
Yeah, we needed to fill some holes. We had some guys that graduated, guys that left, guys that got injured, and we needed to fill some spots. And they were OKGs. They were our kind of guys. And that's what we look for, just to be able to plug and play type of guy. And we feel good about it. It will help our younger guys right now, keep growing and getting better within the scheme. And so that we needed that depth. And, it came to a great time.
When so many veterans and stars leave the program, going on to bigger things like Peyton going to the NFL, how do you balance trying to build confidence for a team that is looking for new stars, but also obviously trying to take it easy and not go overkill, right?
Yeah, and we have a standard here on defense. We've been, top 20, top 25 defense for the last 3 years, and we're those guys have a lot to live up to. And we don't hide behind it. I put it out there to them and then challenge them. Here's what was built before you, and our goal is to be better than we were a year ago. And can we do that? There's a lot of work that needs to be done, but I feel really good about these guys. They work hard. They understand our scheme, and I told them in our first meeting they're very fortunate. I know we're the only defensive staff in the ACC that has been together for 5 straight years, and I don't know how many in the country. I haven't studied that, but they're fortunate to have the same coaches for 5 straight years and be in the same scheme. So we're on year 5 with this thing, and our expectations will be the best defense in this league and in the country.
When do you talk to them about that standard? You say the first
meeting. First meeting
for fall
gets put up on the board. Here's what we've done over the last 3 years, and I continue. This. I expect that that's what we're going to do this year as well, and be 4 years in a row. And if we don't meet those expectations, that's on me.
Do the benefits?
You build depth too. I mean, and that's so critical in programs nowadays. These kids have waited their turn now. It's their turn. I mean,
yeah. You've got guys, Caden Fordham, Petty. Those guys have played a lot of football. Davin Van, Brandon Cleveland, Raleigh Price. So we lost guys, but we feel good with the guys that are here right now as well. We've been building this thing again over a 5-year period, and I don't expect this to dip at any time soon. We have to keep getting stronger and better every single day. And again, I like where we're at with those guys.
As an outsider, it seems like it's very hard to find someone who is unselfish enough to play nose tackle. What is that like for you as a coach all these years to find that right fit?
Yeah, well, if you look at
Chaz Wallace is the one you were able to find this spring.
If you look at NFL roster or schemes defensively, the majority of the NFL plays 3 down. And again, we've had a pretty good run of nose guards here that are playing at the next level. Starting with Lee McNeil, you got Corey Durden, and our expectation is going to be the same with Brandon Cleveland. He's going to be that next guy. And then Chaz is obviously only here with us 1 year. Like the way he plays, and we don't lie to these kids and say you're going to be playing all these different techniques. You're a zero nose, and we need you to do these type of things and techniques, and we just have to get the right guys that fit in, guys that aren't selfish.
you guys are